Okay, so I know I've been talking a lot of shit and not actually like presenting what I'm working on as far as my new book, but I'm just gonna naturally let it happen. I wanted to share y'all a poem I wrote this weekend. It doesn't have a place anywhere. It's not somewhere that I'm like I'm writing this to put in a book, but it's more of just my consciousness, like what's happening with my family, some boundaries I've had to set, and just my overview of how I felt over the past few years from those relationships. So I'm gonna read it to you. And I actually hand wrote this. Why? Because I love Sharpie pens. These things are awesome. I'm not sponsored by Sharpie, but I love those pens, so it gave me an excuse to write. So this is called The Prick of a Rose. Oh. Pin-pricked malice elicit a curse, a small defense against a wretched verse. Crimson blood rains from above, stained feathers in avoidance of a dove. But even with the ruffled plumage you don't despair, you continue picking, you have blood to spare. Through the twisted vines you continue to probe, ripping past the curtains and removing the robe. Even through scratches you grasp aimlessly, tearing off leaves oh so shamelessly. The birds have departed and the sky is gray, but you won't stop your grappling or the fray. No matter the defenses the sweet rose has, you ignore them and tear them up like it's grass. Your desire for the rose circumvents its need to have grown so far from an innocent seed. Love, admiration, perhaps inspiration too. It doesn't matter because all you think about is you. How gorgeous the rose would look on your mantle, no more sun illuminated by a candle. And for a few days you'll bask in its beauty. That is what it's grown for. It is its duty. But since you ripped it from its bush, a grotesque change will be its push. From a strong rose to a wilted flower. But it means nothing to you, it has no power. Petals fall and colors dull. It shrinks further until it's a skull. But who cares? It's a stupid flower. You'll just go pick another one within the hour. So that one definitely had some points of my feeling of being used by my family, about how they didn't necessarily invest into the growth of me, the Rose, because my name is Diamond Rose, haha. But they want to reap the benefits of the struggle that came from me developing. And that even as I'm wilting away, even as the years, they could see that mental health, like wise, I have been declining. Spiritually, I've been declining. Like everything has been declining. They're able to say they have this rose. And once I do, or I have set those boundaries or have died, they're just going to seek out another rose. They're going to seek out another thing to exploit or something to tout and say, hey, look at this thing I have. Isn't it cool? Because for a long time, a lot of my family likes to bring me up in conversations that I have no reason to be in. And when I was younger, I thought it was about pride. I thought it was, I'm proud of Diamond. I'm glad, like, look at what she's done. It was their way of, one, being subtly proud, but also so they could tell other people they have me. And I know there's going to be some folks that'll say, well, that's very cocky of you to assume. It's like, yeah, but it's true. It's true. My family likes to tout and like bring up my accomplishments as a way to kind of attach themselves to it, but they had no hand in it. You didn't study. You didn't do what I did. You didn't interview. You didn't move. You didn't do shit. I like truly, you had no contribution in my growth and my building of my life. So stop bringing me up. And it made me feel like just some item for them to display and to reap the benefits from. But then when I started to wither away, I started to put distance. They get angry and they're like, well, why aren't you doing this the way that you used to? It's like, because I'm tired of it. I wasn't even supposed to be doing it. So shut the fuck up. There you go.